Welcome to Daily Yoga Postures. I share different yoga poses that will allow you to achieve flexibility, balance, strength, clarity, release, relaxation, and mindfulness within your daily life. Practice one of these postures for a few minutes each day and you'll notice a big change in your energy. Today's posture is called tree pose. And you may be familiar with tree pose. It's a pretty common posture, but what I will tell you is not so common are the different types of modifications and progressions you can take to tree pose. So tree pose is about finding balance, and it's called unilateral balance, which is one side of the body at a time. And so what we'll do is start by standing, and we're going to ground ourselves or root ourselves into our mat or into the ground. And that simply means really feel as if your feet are connected into the ground and you have rooted yourself in so that you cannot fall over. We're going to stand tall, lifting your rib cage, lengthening your back, pulling your belly in, feeling a strong posture. Your joints are over your joints, so head over shoulders, shoulder over hips, hips over knees, knees over ankles. I always like to practice with a slight bend in my knee, at least at first, so I'm not going to hyperextend that joint as I'm moving through the progressions. So we'll start by bringing one heel into the ankle. So for you, this may start with your right heel, and bring that in towards the ankle. Lifting tall, pulling the belly in, squeezing the glutes, being nice and strong. And you may just choose to keep this here and work on your balance. If this is too much, you may choose to hold on to a table or the wall in order to just maintain that balance. And I want you to focus on one spot in front of you and breathe for 5 to 10 breaths, working on mastering the control of the hold. Now, if you would like to progress this posture, you can move it up, but where you don't want to stop is that knee line. The knee moves forward and back, and this would press in on the side, which would take that joint out of alignment. So I'd like to see you bring that heel either just to the calf or beyond the knee, up into the inner thigh. As you do this, depending upon where your bones sit within your hips, the knee may jut a little bit forward. Our goal is to feel that opening the hips and mentally think about pulling that knee back. This will enable us to squeeze our glutes as well. Now here my leg goes straight. I also could be cognizant to keep a soft bend in it as well, just to keep that nice structural alignment feeling strong. Your choice on how that feels best for you, but just make sure your knee is not going past your toe line on this posture. Hands come to your heart again, but you can take them out wide to allow your tree to grow long and tall and strong. Watch that your back is not arching. Watch that you're just pulling that belly in and lengthening as high as you can, thinking about your vertebral column growing and placing space within each vertebra. And from here, you could also choose to bring your hands behind you in a prayer of the back posture. So there's lots of great options for this. Find your connection point or your focal point. We call that your drishti. And as you hold onto your breath for 5 to 10 breaths, really think about being strong, squeezing into the glutes and into the leg muscles, rooting yourself again into the ground with your foot, pressing your knee back to open up that hip, and using your core as your stable base. And once we're finished with this side, we'd want to repeat the same pattern on the other side, starting again at the ankle and again holding on if you need additional support, working your way up over time. And then as you come up into the posture that feels best for you, choosing where you place your hands, growing your tree, or even bringing hands to your prayer of your back. As you hold for several breaths, again 5 to 10 breaths, really finding that focal point. If you fall out, just start over again and just find that joy of the restart, of beginning again. As you progress this, you'll find that your body's ability to balance will improve, your movements in your everyday life will improve, and you'll be amazed at how that changes the way you do just about everything. So here's to your tree pose, and here's to growing your tree, new branches and new extensions each and every day, and having a wonderful day ahead.